Hey collectors, Anthony from Hasbro here, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Legacy United Origin Wheeljack. And this is the Wheeljack based on the first episode of the Transformers animated series from 1984. And as you see around him, we have his instructions and the Don't Hurt Yourself papers. Remember, don't hurt yourself. And he came with this shield. Now, this comes in a straight road thing where it's easy enough to detach. Fingerprint's really easy, as you can tell. It also comes with two of these drill bits. Use a 3mm port. One of these sucks. Well, I'll tell you which one in a sec when I try to attach it. And then, of course, his pistol, which, as you see, is like, here's a drill bit, here's the pistol. If the thing zooms in, yeah, there we go. That's the stuff. All clear plastic, which is super great. Before we take a look at him, let's look at his box. It is the standard Legacy United box, and that's him in his alt. Here's him in his bot. Here's transformations. Yes, B does fit in there if you fold the wings up on B, but I don't know if my voice gives it away, but I'm a little disappointed about this figure. And of course, Legacy United panel, and so that's it for the box. And so what is the disappointing part? It's just so thin walls. It's just basically made them for the purpose of fitting Bumblebee. They didn't consider anything else in doing it, and also try to keep at the Voyager price point, which makes me a little sad. Now, he does, of course, hold his pistol, and these go on his arms right here, which end up being that front piece. But this is, I think that's the good one. And is this the bad one? No, this is the good one. So this one isn't tight as that one is, which is very disappointing. But you know, he got his gun, so there. The shield can attach to his back. There's these little clips here on here that click onto here, and you can give him the wings, I guess. The instructions show it as you could attach these and still fit this on top. And let's test that out. I guess so. Okay. So just an additional way to store them if you wanted to. But since one of them is going to fall off inevitably, I'm just going to take it off right now and stick it aside. So, he is, as I said, just a whole lot of panel. It's a little disappointing, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about it fully. So, he does have these wings on here. You just fold them away before you even start transformation. And then the arms, they have panels on them. You rotate the wrists so they are upwards, and then you can flip them straight down into the arm here. And pull this out, and then bring his head down. There is a peg on here that goes into a slot, but mine doesn't, for the life of anything, actually do anything, so it's whatever. Fold the arms in like this. See if I can get it to do it. There we go. And you can attach these panels, and it kind of gets them out of the way right now, because otherwise the arm is just flapping about. And you can also detach this, and you can see where we're going with it, because this front end is, you know, where the little bits go. So it's just out of the way right now. This does come down, and this will be useful later. But before we do anything else, we will flip the waist 180 degrees. And I'm going to be honest with you, the order in which the instructions have to unfold the paneling is just confusing. And I am just a fan of, you know, just finding everything and unfolding it. And, you know, just try your best. When we get to the point of the legs here, let's see if I can get it down. Unfold this panel here. If the panels come out like this did, easily click back into place. Again, a whole lot of just very thin panels. The feet have to be folded up like this. So after all the unfolding, when you get to that point on the leg, fold that up like that. Same thing on the opposite side. Try to pull this out, and it's going to happen every time because that's like the best place to grab it. Fold the foot in. Make sure the panel's out of the way. Now, there is a joint in the upper leg, and it kind of reminds me of a cup from from Studio Series. And you need him to basically be bow-legged for the floor that you're creating to work. And as I continue folding out panels, so this one folds around, and you can start seeing where things might be going. Fold this one around this way. Same thing on this. Fold it around. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's ingenious the way they figured out how to do all the paneling and stuff. But it's just like, look at how thin that is, and it's literally just these little pegs holding in. This is the floor, by the way. So, it's, interesting. Make sure that the waist is, while you're doing all of this stuff, you want to make sure the waist is aligned correctly. And the legs they don't lock into place, and that's disappointing. And a lot of the effort goes into trying to keep the alignment. But I realize that maybe sometimes it's just easier to start pegging things in through the stable stuff and working your way backwards. So we can peg in the front end here, and that will help a little bit with some stability as you work your way backwards. And it snaps in decently. This is the stablest part, so obviously you're getting what you want out of it as far as stability. And then if it helps, at this point I would peg in the windshield from the front of the chest, and it does kind of help a little bit stability wise, keep it in place. But again, my problem is he's going to keep popping out, but we'll go with it. Just be careful, because otherwise you'll just keep popping things back in and out, as you've seen a number of times. Once you have this lined up, you want to close the hood. There's clear pegs and white pegs, and you kind of want to hope you get all of them at the same time, otherwise you're going to have to go back in. And, oh, well, you know what? It's because I'm recording, that's why. Now, technically, this is supposed to clip in under here, but if you want to be able to access it, and then doing that just doesn't get you that result. But you can clearly see the inside. And this is what the finished product looks like without the Bumblebee in place here, or those little tubes that you got with Bumblebee. But we throw these on here, and hopefully they'll stay on long enough to show you this. Let's see, this goes on top here. So we get this. And then if we just simply throw this on here and it clips in, you get this. And this is what the bottom looks like. Wheeljack. And yeah, it's I mean, when you put it down on the ground and you let me see, this piece did fall off. It looks kind of like a ramp. It's just kind of high up off there, and then the other piece fell off. And get in there. There. There's nothing keeping it from falling right back out. But anyway, so I mean, it's fine. The rollout form is just bulky as heck, and the walls on this thing, I mean, once they're in place, they're okay. And then adding this shield on here adds additional stability, and plugging this in down here doesn't necessarily guarantee this is all going to stay together. As you see, it's already coming back apart. Maybe I got a bum version, I don't know. I mean, it's nice to have the Bumblebee, the Wheeljack, and the Jazz now from that first episode. And I already have the Rainmakers, because they had a 3-pack a while back. Yeah, it's okay.
With that said, tell me in the comments your thoughts on this item. Did you get it, and how was your experience with it? Thanks for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe.